Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ronnies NFL show. Ronnie Vidine here with you. As you can see, I'm wearing an NHL hat and a shirt. I do have my Russell Wilson Seattle Seahawks jersey over there, but it's digged up under a pile of jerseys, shirts, hats, anything else hockey. But my Henrik Lundqvist goalie mask is still here. I still got a couple hats right there that I gotta put somewhere. I have hats over here. I did have some over here that I switched up the set a little bit. So yeah, I have my Christmas tree to try to get you guys into the Christmas spirit. So for this edition of Ronnie's NFL show, week 16, everyone, second to last week before the end of the NFL season. So, right now, we're going to take a look at some the matchups. We have Washington at Tennessee. If you can't tell already, Tennessee won. Me and Carson Bulls picked Tennessee to win, so we're 1-0. Both of us are choosing the Chargers to win over the Ravens. Right now, the Ravens are leading the Chargers 13-10, 9:17 to play in the third quarter as the Chargers will punt it. And the ball will come at the 35-yard line. And Baltimore will get it at around the 32-yard line as of right now. And Carson, he had to send in picks late because he's in Arizona right now, and it's about 7:15 in Arizona because that's about what time we're filming this right now. And the Arizona Cardinals are playing in Arizona this weekend, but he hasn't told me what city he's in Arizona. So I believe Arizona, the Cardinals playing Glendale. So I'm not sure there, but they will face Los Angeles. We will get into that later. Cincinnati at Cleveland. It's always a big rivalry. Big matchup. Battle of Ohio. Yeah. Of course, Drew Carey's favorite team is Cleveland. And that's what pick Carson has. He has Cleveland winning over Cincinnati. I don't think Cleveland has a chance. I'm going with Cincinnati. Tampa Bay at Dallas. Personally, I chose Tampa Bay. He chose Dallas. We'll see. Oh, last week we went 7-9 in game picks. Let's see. Last week was week 15, and guess what? Week 14, he went 7-9. I went 6-10, and guess what? Week 14, we went Carson went 7-9, and I went 6-10. So it was a coincidence. I don't know about that though. Yeah, well, it wasn't any luck or it wasn't any, cheating or anything like that. It was just luck. As you can see, I got done doing an Airhead video. That will be uploaded right after this is. Me and Carson are choosing Minnesota to win at Detroit. Always a big matchup. They faced together for Thanksgiving last year. We're both choosing Indianapolis to win over the Giants. I think that will be a great matchup. Andrew Luck is he missed all last year, injured. Of course, Colts didn't do that good last year. I'm choosing Jacksonville to win at Miami. He's choosing Miami to win over Jacksonville. I think he's out of his mind. But we're both choosing New England to win over Buffalo. And right now, New England is not in a playoff spot. So if they win this game, I almost guarantee they will be in the playoffs. Well, I think they might. I don't know. I haven't seen the AFC playoff picture yet, so I'll have to see how that will go. Right now, back to game picks. We're both choosing the Packers to win over the Jets. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's choosing Philadelphia to win over Houston. I'm choosing Houston to win over Philadelphia. He's choosing the Panthers to win over Atlanta. For some reason, I chose Atlanta to win over Carolina. Carolina will play the New Orleans Saints in Week 17. That video will be out next Friday or Saturday. Probably Friday. Well, it will be most likely out on Friday. So, we have the Rams at the Cardinals. We're both choosing the Rams to win. So, yeah, Carson, thing to do while you're in Arizona is to check out the football game. But I'm sure you got, because they're in Arizona for Christmas, so I'm sure they don't have an NFL game planned out. But if they are, let me know. Right now, and of course Carson is my cousin, so yeah, he started doing game picks week 12. So that's why he's only at a 37-26 record. And I'm at 121-102 record. Because we did all weeks 1 through 17, and during the playoffs, we're gonna do the wild card matchups, and then we'll move on to the divisional rounds, and then we'll do the AFC playoffs. I think we will do a bracket on it. Like I'll send I think I'll send Carson a picture of the bracket so that he can choose his game picks for the NFC and the AFC. That will be all coming up in the final episode of Ronnie's NFL show. And we'll have a Super Bowl champions video to complete the last episode of Ronnie's NFL show. So that's an update on how the show will come in terms of end of the season coming into playoffs. And we will still do in Ronnie's NFL show on our wild card matchups, our divisional rounds, and AFC or championship games, and then Super Bowl. Like here's how the here's how the playoffs are going to go in terms of Ronnie's NFL show. I'm going to send him a bracket full of the teams, their bye weeks, and stuff like that. We will only reveal our wild card matchups. So, how that will do, I think there's 8 teams that play in a wild card. There's either 8 or 10 teams, I can't remember. Yeah, there's 8 teams that play in a wild card. And then I believe there's 8 in the divisional round, 4 in the championship games, and 2 in the Super Bowl. So here's how this will go. I will send them a bracket full of our predictions. We will do a bracket episode of Ronnie's NFL show. Then after the NFC, but we're gonna do a score. So, how this is going to work is that we're going to do a bracket episode. But in the bracket are the matchups and who we are picking to win the we will see who will win the Super Bowl. We're going to decide who will win the Super Bowl. And yeah, all the details coming up after when we do week 17 next week, which I already got my game picks ready for week 17. So yeah, all the details and all of that after our week 17 episode. But we'll do playoffs in week 17 together. Playoff update. Anyway, that information is coming up. And I believe the Rams are in the playoffs, Chargers are in the playoffs, and Chiefs are in the playoffs. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We're definitely going to have to keep a close eye the last 2 weeks of this season. I forgot which game we were at. Oh, Chicago. We're both choosing Chicago to win at San Francisco. Then we're both choosing the Saints to win in New Orleans against Pittsburgh. We're both choosing Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City to win in Seattle for Sunday night. Then Monday Night Football, we're both choosing the Broncos to win over the Raiders. That will do it for Ronnie's NFL show. Week 16, and the Ravens are attempting a 56-yard field goal, and Justin Tucker's kick is good! And it's now 16-10, Ravens lead after the 56-yard field goal by Justin Tucker. Great kick. barely got it through. We'll see you guys on the next video.